What is up, everybody? Cutco Mike, my knife guy here, and we're going to do a live walkthrough of a brand new purchase that I made that was not Cutco. We're going to see how this holds up to what the Cutco products cost, and you tell me, is it worth it? So I just want to say thank you all for following me and my family. This is my 20th year, full-time selling Cutco. Over 33,000 customer orders, almost $10 million in knife sales. Here's what I want to say. I am a Cutco expert, which means I know any question, any objection, any service, any whatever question you can have that could pertain to a Cutco knife and a Cutco product, and that's where my expertise is. So when it comes to other knives, like a Benchmade or a Kershaw or a SOG or a, this is the Montana Knife Company, I'm not an expert. So I'll just start off by saying this. I am not an expert, but I do like to support other products, and I do like to support other things, and I want to see, is it worth the money? So you guys just saw, we came out with a $1,100 16-quart pot from Cutco, and many of you think that's crazy, but we've already sold 7 of them, and those people think it's very smart, right? So I'm on the different groups, Traeger groups, I'm on meat groups, beginner barbecue groups, meat congregation group, and so many people that have never met me tag me and know me and like me and trust me because they know the value of a Cutco knife. So what we're going to do here is we're going to open up a box here from Montana Knife Company, and this is Matt Pittman's kind of what they call is like a partnership with them, where they did a collab, and I've met so many great people from the meat congregation group that I just felt, hey, I got to support another knife company because I bought the German knives, I bought the Japanese knives, I've spent money on other knives just to say, hey, I bought that $200 knife, I bought that $150 chef knife, I bought that $300, layered steel Japanese tempered knife, and I want you to know it's good, it's quality, it's very nice, but will it hold up? Is it worth it? You tell me. Because at the end of the day, money's a bad way to keep score, right? Money buys you time and experiences. It allows you to do things with your family and your friends. And you can't take it with you, right? As many of you know, I lost my best friend, John. And John was one of the most generous, giving, over-the-top thinkers, over-the-top believers of quality. And we leave with nothing. We come with nothing, right? So all of this really doesn't matter. But it makes you happier, it makes you have more fun, and more stories to talk about, the better. So let's open this up. So I just got this in the mail. I ordered a couple, I think about a week ago. They shipped it USPS, just standard ground advantage, nothing special. Some of the Cutco orders do that too, so no knock on that, but a lot of people do prefer like a FedEx or a UPS delivery. And if you're spending $500 on one knife, it probably would have been nice to, have a UPS man deliver it, but it came through the U.S. Postal Service. So we got to keep those people in business too, right? And I send out, 3,000 thank you cards a year. I spend $10,000 plus on postage. So we give a lot of business to the United States Postal Service. So the box, so if you've ever bought like a Traeger or a certain type of smoker, they're known for that kind of cool branding and that culture. Something that many of you know, what really got me hooked on, Traeger was their rub, right? So I started buying their rub from Ace Hardware. The blackened rub still is the greatest rub or seasoning you can get. Many people, they love other rubs, and, I think I have a Meat Church rub in here somewhere, like, what was it called? If I can find it.
You want a million of them.
You gotta have your rubs, right? So, I don't think I ever did the Voodoo or the Meat Church, so I need to probably get some of that. So, like, this is a whiskey bent, dry rub there. I've been gifted this Bash Brothers rub. I just bought this from Watkins, Yellowstone Wood-Fired Garlic Rub. This is a buddy in Tampa who had a meat market. So, what's cool about barbecue groups and smoked meat groups is the culture, the community, right? The cutting boards. I had this made by an awesome customer out of Wisconsin. Thank you for doing that, Scott. Many people love it when I have it in video. So let's just kind of dive in here. So Montana Knife Company, I don't know much about them, but from the video that Matt Pittman posted, It seemed pretty awesome, and Matt doesn't endorse many things. I know he just signed a contract with the Cowboys to be like their barbecue guy. And I said, hey, if this guy is doing big things and he's in the little small part of Americana in Texas somewhere, and he's grown a following of millions of people, I might as well throw him a bone or two and buy a knife and give it an honest review. So you get a little sheet here. It says the size of the knife, tells you the total weight, tells you the thickness, says 6.29 total ounces. It's got a black Cutco finish, exclusive Kydex sheath, 100% U.S. American made, which is a big selling point for me, selling Cutco. The thickness of the blade, and a little scanner here to kind of show you. It's a meat church kind of collab, okay? Once again, for $500, maybe a nice little wood case or something a little bit more over the top. But, at the end of the day, I joke with people, I don't know if you've heard about the new $20 bill. It's the $100 bill. 100, 200, 300 bucks doesn't get you that much anymore, right? So, a paring knife is going to be over $100 for Cutco, in the next couple of years. So, that's the thing is, everything's expensive, right? But is it worth it? And here's what I say. If it saves you time, money, energy, has a great warranty, has a great story, has a great, history, hey, spend your money on it. Spend your money with it. So I would say the box, I would give the box, a cool factor, but for $500, maybe a little, cooler gift box that you can keep the knife in, might have been a little bit more of a wow factor. You get a little sticker too. So, a lot of people put those on their bottles. So this was inspected and packaged by Colby and Alex. So that's kind of cool. Maybe Cutco should start doing that. Sign in a little card, who put the knives in the box. So I would say for learning and a cool, thing, why not Cutco? Why not have a little card in there with a cool little sticker? I know we're old school and old fashioned, but like right now, if you think that would be kind of cool, if Cutco had, different types of stickers that they put in their package, right? So I think they get a double thumbs up for the stickers and the little signing card here. And then it looks like a little barbecue kind of tissue paper here. And then a little paracord that I guess we'll see if it could go on the knife here in a second. How we doing, Linky? Good? All right, so let's open it up. So it was actually $475. Rachel, if you're watching this, this is all a business expense. And this is all a part of the Cutco mic brand and experience. So I ordered the special Meat Church Edition handle, which I believe is their version of the handle, and maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like a Meat Church type of cool handle. So it's got this Kydex little sheath here, and then you take it out of here, and from what Matt said in his little video, Matt Pittman, he's had so many knives sent to him and gifted to him. Maybe I'm doing this wrong here, but this little clip seems a little tricky. Okay, maybe I didn't have it at the right angle there. So you have a Montana Knife Company emblem on one side, then you have a Meat Church barbecue emblem on the other side there. Link, are you able to see that on the screen? Really kind of a cool type of feel to it. So a lot of people always complain, like, do they have a high enough knuckle clearance? Which, honestly, if you like the feel and you like the actual control of the knife, to me, none of that necessarily matters if it's something that's comfortable to you. But you can see here, if you have a bigger hand, it's going to be a little bit of a drop from the knuckle clearance. And it's not actually pointed here on the end, which is kind of nice, so you don't nick yourself here. But really a beautiful knife. Let's kind of break it in here. Lincoln, I need your help here. So, are you able to see my cutting board still? So, it's actually so nice I don't want to even use it. But here's the thing. When you spend that much on a knife, are you going to use it, right? Is it going to be for show? Is it going to be for look? Is it going to be for the story? And I don't know if I'll ever use this on a regular, but I'm sure it is wicked sharp because for $500, you hope it would be wicked sharp. Let's see how thin we can get it here. So, obviously, for $500, you would hope that, it would cut the food for you, right? So thin you can see through it. And I don't know the actual maintenance on this. I haven't read up on the maintenance on this, so I don't know if this is something that you probably don't ever want to put in the dishwasher. I'm assuming you don't, because any expensive knife you're not really supposed to put in the dishwasher. You're supposed to hand wash it, you're supposed to oil it, and all that. So I will say this, I probably am not going to go in business for buying $500 knives to review, just because here's kind of my thoughts, and this is nothing to knock any other brand or any other company, but for example, Cutco, we have a kind of a co-branded partnership with K-Bar, right? So there's two Cutco K-Bar knives, and in this sheath, I would say, as being Cutco Mike, it always is going to come back to me being biased of Cutco, and I'm going to tell you that always straight up. This little cover here, it's not as impressive as a sheath like a K-Bar sheath, right? So maybe if that knife had a full, sheath, it would make me feel like, wow, that was a little bit more worth the money, right? So this K-Bar knife retails, I think, $264. Comes actually with two different sets of handles, a black handle and a green handle. You can even see here, the thickness here of the K-Bar, very similar in kind of look and size. The K-Bar, I would say, weight's just about, twice as heavy. But the K-Bar is not sold as like a kitchen knife. This is kind of sold as like a kind of a chef type knife. So once again, very cool knife. I'm sure I can resell this right now and make some money off of it, because there's like a collector side to that Meat Church co-brand. But if you're thinking of spending $500 on one knife, hey, you could get two K-Bars, right? So the other K-Bar is the traditional K-Bar that you see that goes back to like the World War II bayonet with the leather wrap handle. This one's $259, I believe, and it comes with another cool sheath here as well. So once again, there's so many great knives out there. I know I've sent some pocket knives to some people, and they're like, Mike, I think Cutco's DD Edge is the best of the best, but I like other brands of pocket knives. But here's what I always say. What are they going to do when it breaks? What are they going to do when it snaps? What are they going to do when you need something? And most of the time, they'll have you send it in, and that's great. And with Cutco, we'll have you do the same, or you just text me, let me know, and we'll take care of it, or I'll send you a swap or replacement. So once again, the review, I would say this. I would say this would probably be a fair price at the $250, $300 mark, just kind of compared to like a K-Bar. So I think $475 was a little bit on the richer side of things. I'm sure there's an element of like a co-branded, trade-off on some commissions or some revenue splits. And let me see how you tuck this one here. So you kind of tuck that blade in there, snap it around. So what is your comment? So if you're just joining me, we reviewed a Montana Knife Company Meat Church collab. This knife cost $475 with shipping and tax. It was $521. And just kind of showing it compared to what you can get with Cutco. Our full-size cleaver, is $260, and it comes with a huge sheath as well. I should have brought the sheath in here. But you can just see, if you're thinking Cutco's expensive, Cutco's really not that expensive if you compare it to super high-end quality knives that take craftsmanship and take thought to go into it, right? So everything I've heard about Montana Knife Company has been nothing but great things. But even in the Meat Church group, people are saying that's crazy, that's absurd, that's a lot. But then there's people saying, hey, sign me up, right? And it sold out within, I think, 12 hours. This is one of my favorite knives from Cutco. This is the kind of buck-style cowboy steak knife or deluxe hunting knife. And even this knife here, you get this beautiful leather sheath, pouch, whatever you want to call it. You're only at $242. So, you can get a his and hers cowboy steak knife instead of one of these. So at the end of the day, if you're a huge Meat Church fan, if you're a huge just knife collector, by all means, buy it, support it, it's worth it. But if you're just the normal barbecue, I got a Traeger from Costco, I go to Ace Hardware to buy my grills, I got a Weber, I got a Green Egg, I got a Pit Boss, I got a Rectech, I got a, what's the other one? Smoky Joe's. You're going to take your money and get 2 to 3 times more when you get Cutco. And I mean it. Well, you're going to get the warranty, right? You're going to get the dishwasher friendly. You're going to get the local rep, myself, to service, answer questions, to continue to have that relationship with you. But hats off to Montana Knife Company here for making American-made knives. and to Matt Pittman for being a great barbecue expert and a culture creator, because I know so many people really enjoy his stuff and his recipes and his value. So God bless and have a nice day, everybody.
Look at the kid on the floor. Look at me!